Hey YouTube, Shobi here with a review of the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Den-O Climax Form, which has an absolutely fantastic box with lots of red chrome and all the little rainbows to represent all four of the Imagine. A nice little rainbowed picture down here, the Den-O logo throughout the window of the box. Just one of the most beautiful boxes for a figure art we've gotten for retail since the O's packages, in my opinion. So here is the figure, and he is fantastic. Like, possible 2011 figure arts of the year if Night wasn't such a good buy. That's how good this figure is, particularly for Den-O fans. So we'll go ahead and get in with the sculpt. He comes packaged with none of the Imagine armor pieces on him, so he's really bare and looks kind of like a really weird combination between Climax Form and Liner Form. But, I mean, you can take a look at the head sculpt here. The compound eyes on this release are absolutely gorgeous with the yellow and orange gradient going on there, which looks absolutely great. These probably pose a risk of breaking, but I think it'll only really happen if he falls from a great distance or something. You have the Den Kamen for Kintaros over here on this shoulder, the Den Kamen for Urataros over here on this shoulder. Now, the shoulders are built in a little bit different fashion. It uses that same system that we've seen on Ichigo, Nigo, and all the new guys. So the shoulder pads don't move, but they aren't connected to the armor there. So there's still full range of movement, even with the Den Kamens attached. You got Ryutaros' Den Kamen right here, and then obviously Momotaros is the base body, so he doesn't have a mask. The Den Gasher pieces down there, the Keitaros phone is attached to the belt. It does not come off, so don't try. At least I don't think it comes off. I'd rather not break my toy and find out. And then the silver used is just absolutely gorgeous. And then again, he has that really cool ball-jointed, full range of articulation movement that New Den-O and G Den-O had. Even though I think this review is going to come out before G Den-O, but oh well. So, even though I already recorded G Den-O a while ago, but busy. So here's the back, really nice. Just, I don't know, with the range of motion that you get despite how armory he is, plus you still have the double joint in the elbows, the full range of movement in the hands. I really like this this style of movement in the hips. It's really nice, and then the double joint right there at the knee. So you pretty much have everything you need in this figure. Perfect sculpt, perfect articulation. It really is one of the definitive figure arts in my opinion. So naturally this guy has a lot of different accessories to go along with his absolutely fantastic design. As you remember from Den-O, he can do a rider punch with all the masks on his arm and a rider kick with all the masks on his leg. Naturally the figure art can do that. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the accessories real quick, and then we'll take a look at the transformations, I guess you can say. Hark back to the days of Sochaku Henshin. So it comes with a Den Gasher that's split apart. You would need some crazy Tamashii stages to pull this off, but you can do the Hisatsu attack, the final attack where Momotaro separates these two and the tip starts flying around. So you can replicate that if you have the Tamashii stages to do so. A Den Gasher in sword form right here. The Den Gasher holster pieces without the pieces in them, so when he's holding this, he isn't breaking the law or something. A opened Den-O pass. A closed rider ticket, rather. Well, it's a rider pass, rider ticket inside the thing, but anyway. The holding hand for the pass on both hands. Weapon holdings for both hands. And then a holding the pass hand when it is in its little closed form. So just like that. Or like that, or anything of the like. Or it's just a really cool pointing hand if you want to get technical. But yeah, everything else are pieces for the transformation. So we'll go ahead and start dismantling him. I'll just leave those on for now. So to remove this, you just pull. That comes right off entirely. The Den Kamen for Kintaros does come off of this, as you can tell right in there. You can see where it pegs in. We'll get to that later. And same thing over here. This piece comes off entirely. You're going to want to remove Urataros from the thing because he needs to peg in places. Kintaros, if it wasn't for the fact that we need the shoulder pad, could stay in there, but we need that shoulder pad. So we'll pop the shoulder pad with the peg in there. We're going to do the rider punch first. And then we'll grab one of our extra shoulder pads that does not have a hole in it and use it over here, since he doesn't really need any Denkamens over there. So you've got a hole here, no hole here. Twist this and then pull out, just to be on the safe side. And then plug that in and twist right there. So now you have the chest with no. And this is kind of how he looks like when he's in the package. Just kind of like this. Alright, so we're going to want to basically dismantle this arm completely, which is sad. But you just pull and it'll pop right off like so. Keep this aside. He comes with an extra arm that has the Ryutaro's Den Kamen attached to it already. It's on a little ball joint so it can move around. And then a fist piece that has the Kintaro's Den Kamen attached to it. That's just molded on. And so plug that hand in just like so. And then plug this entire arm right here into the socket, which kind of feels like you're gonna break things, but I have switched this numerous times and it's still okay, so I don't think you're in really fear of breaking it. This fell off, so let's pop that back on just like so. Okay, so now we're almost done. We just need Urataros to pop himself on right on the shoulder. And there you go. You have the rider punch as displayed right here in the corner of the box. So just like that. Full range of motion still, so you don't have to worry about that. The Denkamen can kind of get in the way, but just maneuver around it and it's perfectly fine. So there you have all of the masks, there we go, on the arm, which is really cool. I like it. He can stab people, which is actually somewhat pointy. But anyway, so let's kind of return him to base mode and do the rider kick. Okay, so we're back to the normal arm. I took off the Urataros mask. Pop this shoulder pad off. And then slide the other holeless shoulder pad in. So, since he doesn't need any of the shoulder padded ones for this. So, he's all good to go up in the shoulder area. So, everything else happens right down here. So, instead of doing some really weird thing where you'd have to pull off his leg and switch leg pieces, basically this entire section right here comes off. So, you can pop off his frontal thigh area. That comes right off. Pop off his kneecap. And despite the fact that it doesn't look like it opens, it does. So you just kind of want to try to get your nail in here. This is the most difficult one to get off just because it feels like you're trying to break it. But get your nail in there and pull that piece off, like so. So now he's got an entire leg exposed. So you're going to want to find all of the pieces in which to make the rider kick. So here's the thigh piece with the Kintaro's Denkamen. So attach that right where the thigh piece was. If I can find the holes, there we go. There is a kneecap piece right here with Ryutaros' face on it. So get that into the kneecap piece right here. And then there is a leg piece with a little notch in it. So tilt the leg a bit to get the armor piece on. Just like so. And then you're going to want to take the Urataros Denkamen and just attach it right in that hole. Just like so. And then tilt the little stabby pieces downward. just like so. And there you have the Den Kamen on the leg for Deno's rider kick. So that is really cool as well. So he doesn't have any problems standing or anything of the like with these pieces attached. They all work absolutely fantastic on there. Still full range of articulation even with the masks attached, and nothing new is hindered. So this is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Just the way that the masks can go from their base states on the body to all on the arm to all on the leg in a fairly simple manner. I don't really have a problem with any of this besides when I first opened it and was kind of confused by all the pieces. But outside of that, like, just everything works perfectly on this figure. So now that we have him all in his kickiness, let's go ahead and get him back to the base states and wrap this up. Base states. LOL Forza. And here we are back at square one. So there is one other little attack you can pull off, and that is, if you noticed it on the box, you pull this off just like so, and you can attach this piece right here, which is the Ryutaro's Denkamen open to fire a nice little fireball thing out of his chest. So he can even do that if you absolutely wanted him to. So there really is, the possibilities are endless sort of thing with this figure, even though only 3 things make sense. You can kind of mix and match if you really wanted to make some sort of weird Climax forms. So, really great figure overall. I'm going to pose him with the Dengasher in sword mode. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. Just something simple like that. You can do the crouchy pose too if you really wanted to, but that looks kind of weird. So here is Den-O Climax Form. So as you can tell, I mean, just from watching this, that there's so many possibilities with this figure and this toy that really is just such a good buy for what you're getting. I mean, you have an absolutely beautiful figure with really awesome paint. Everything is nice and crisp and metallic, and like I said, the compound eyes just look absolutely gorgeous. Just so, I mean, everything works perfectly. You can get all the masks on the arm, all of them on the leg, in a fairly easy to do manner that doesn't really involve breaking your figure. So I mean, with that being said, I think this is an absolute fantastic pickup. If you're a fan of Den-O, there's no reason to really skip this unless you're just happy with the Sochaku Henshin version if you own that. But really, I mean, even if you own the Sochaku Henshin figure, I think this is an excellent pickup just by how streamlined and simple everything is on top of the absolutely gorgeous paint job. So I can easily recommend this figure. I just realized that he had the wrong pieces, and how dare he. But absolutely fantastic figure. And really absolutely no reason to skip on this if you're a Den-O fan. Sword form should be coming up probably sometime later this year. I would guesstimate probably about May or June area. So be on the lookout for that, and hopefully we get some more Den-O soon, because this is an absolutely phenomenal mold. So you can check out ShukenShobi.com for all the latest updates on my reviews, and of course check out Riders, Rangers, and Rambles.com, bringing the latest token news in the craziest way possible. So take care and have a great one. Bye.